I am certain any sport lover is aware of how much money athletes make. But the controversial question always gets asked: do they deserve the money they make? First of all, athletes generate a lot of television views for sponsors and pay-per-view fees. Also, they attract football lovers from all over the world to buy jerseys or club products, which generates a lot of revenue. Second, most athletes who earn a lot of money are at the top of their game, like Ronaldo or Messi, whilst the most footballers make an average salary of $50,000. Furthermore, only 2% of footballers will be going pro in their careers. Lastly, top professional footballers also generate a lot of revenue for the home clubs. For example, Real Madrid made 1.5 billion euros last season, which translates to a higher salary for their players. Most footballers came from a poor childhood. They have worked hard every day to make it where they are now. Sometimes in football, it requires luck to be good and stay at the top of the game when you consider the fact that footballers may not fit the team's tactics or get injured in their young careers. Life is the same for everybody. You cannot expect money to be handed to you at your own will. So I believe athletes definitely deserve their salary. Pro athletes get so much money and they deserve every bit of it. They have worked so hard by competing in high school to get to college and then to the pro leagues. What I don't think people understand is there are thousands of people who play in college, but only about 20 or less get drafted into the pros. Think of it as any profession in the world, like IT or coding workers. The top few percent of those workers get paid a tremendous amount of money. Working for tech companies like IBM, Google, Microsoft, Sony, and etc. The footballers are similar to those working in top companies. If we feel that it is right for those top tech workers to get paid well above average, it should be equal for athletes as well. Now, I have only mentioned a very popular sport in this debate, but it is definitely worth considering for all athletes, no matter the sport. What is important to take from this is that athletes dedicate their life to the sport they love, expecting such fortunes to come later on, which is not easy at all. As I mentioned before, and if for any other reason they do not make it to the top, they are left with nothing but football or the sports that they're practicing, which cannot put food on the table for their families. So concerning these aspects, athletes definitely deserve this salary. And if you disagree, you should dedicate your life to the sport and try it out for yourselves. Here's another thing. The world of sport is a $1 billion industry. Between ticket sales, merchandise, television deals, concessions, and everything in between, owners make an absurd amount of money off these franchisees. It's only about right that those giving their blood, sweat, and tears to the game are the ones reaping at least some of the benefits. It isn't fair that thousands of fans head out to their favorite teams, but the rich, old owners is the one who gets the profits. If a fan is willing to spend money on a player, then that player deserves that money. They've earned it. So considering these aspects, athletes definitely deserve their salary. And if you disagree, you should dedicate your life to the sport. See how that goes for you, and maybe join those 99% of athletes who do not make it to the pro leagues. Thanks for your consideration.